Wife gave up 7 years together for someone she knows for 2 days. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. My spouse was out of town for her job this previous week. She got back around 1 on a Saturday morning after being gone all week as well as being busy with her job, so we had not truly talked a lot all week. She was far off and was also cold towards me on Friday while taking a trip home. Then on Saturday she invested the majority of the day out of the house. We have a 1.5 years old kid, and she is expecting with our second kid. After placing our child to bed tonight she comes and claims she has something to confess to me. So I assume that I may have actually done something wrong, which would explain why she was cold to me. She drops the news on me that she had unprotected intercourse with a colleague that she had just recently met on Monday. She slept with him on Wednesday, evidently 2 days after meeting someone she was willing to throw out a 7-year relationship. I have actually always had problem with being out into this position and firmly held a principle that if you cheat, you are gone. My mom and dad got divorced from each other twice. The first time was because my mama cheated, and then the second time was for various other different factors. I am at a full loss. I asked her why. That was all I wanted to know, why? She claimed she felt like she and I were simply roommates instead of husband and wife. She also said that this other man was nice to her and paid attention to her, and that was her reason for sleeping with him. She and I have battled with the intimate side of our marriage ever since the beginning. I have said to her on many occasions that I felt like we were just roommates and that I wanted to know what to do to get her to open up to me to be more intimate, but I could never get her to communicate with me. When we first started dating we would have sex regularly. Then after we got engaged she said she had always wanted to wait until she was married but was pressured by previous boyfriends and had not waited. I agreed to wait to have sex again until we got married because it seemed important to her. Now I feel like that was all a lie. I don't know what to do or how to even react to something like this. My gut tells me that once a cheater, always a cheater, and our marriage is done, but we have a son and another child on the way, so the other side of me says that I need to stay for the sake of my kids. I just don't know what to do or what to think at this point. She was the love of my life and I thought I was hers, but obviously I have a lot to learn. I don't know how I'm going to face my family or her family at this point. Sort of feeling like a complete loser and total chump. I know I'm not a perfect person and have my flaws, but I would never dream of cheating on my wife no matter how I felt. I can't understand why she would do that instead of trying to talk to me to work things out. What the F is all I can think. Here are some of the best comments from our community. It doesn't even sound like she's sorry. She never even gave you a chance to be a real lover. Is her attraction for you that limited? There's something seriously wrong with a person who sleeps with a coworker she's known for 2 days, and then comes home with an attitude. I'm thinking the problem might be that she has no respect for you. No respect means no attraction, no desire to work on intimacy problems. Here is the second story. Took the kids out so the wife could have a break, turns out she. Just to give context, my wife and I have been together for 10 years and we have 2 kids, a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. 2 weeks ago I took my kids to the beach, so my wife could have a break. While I was there I found out she visited a guy she works with. The worst part was she told me she was visiting a friend and she would be out of phone range. Now I had seen the signs and had talked to her a week prior to this. That I felt we were growing apart, that she had been spending time away from us and making plans without us included, and my fear was she was cheating on me. She assured me that yeah, we have problems, but she would never cheat. Within 5 days of that conversation I caught her at his house. Note, he is married with kids, and his wife and kids were away as well. Since finding out, we have talked and I now know she is not sure she wants to be with me. And she has only admitted to what I have caught her doing. Which was them chatting at work over a messenger system and the text, which she then deletes. Basically an emotional affair, but to me that doesn't add up. Anyway, I have now asked her to leave to figure out what she wants. The problem with this is she is bringing up a lot of issues about me and why she doesn't feel she loves me anymore. Basically the cheating has been swept under the rug a little. Blame shifting, I think people call it. She is also hesitant to call what she did cheating. Should I confront this issue head on, explain that this is not my fault, and my issues are not the problem right now? I tried to address it before I caught her, but that wasn't enough. And if she can't take responsibility and be there for me, then that is it? Or am I simplifying this too much? Is this something that needs to be worked on together, and both hers and my concerns need to be addressed equally? I should also mention that I do want to work this out. We have a life worth fighting for, at least I think so. I am in a lot of pain. It is 4 a.m. right now and I have been awake since 1 a.m. Thankfully I have my kids right now. Here are some of the best comments from our community. You need to inform the affair partner's wife. She can help end this affair on her side as well. It was a physical affair. She met with him in an empty house. She lied. Expose her affair to her family and your family. Expose her affair to friends. You need support. Affairs love secrecy. Affairs love to be hidden. Most evaporate in the light of day. Her choice will be removed when he tells her that he is working on his marriage. She will see that she was used for sex. Then the remorse will kick in. Here is the third story. She went and had 2 affairs right under my nose. I recently found out my wife of almost 21 years has been cheating on me. I had suspicions for almost a year but could not find any proof. I did not want her to know I had suspicions until I knew for sure. Once I had proof, I told her she needed to come clean or I was prepared to walk out for good. She had 2 affairs, one lasted more than 5 years and the most recent affair was almost 1 year. Both affair partners were co-workers of hers. We are both very busy with work. I am also busy with our 3 kids and their sports. Long story short, she would never travel with us to our kids' events as it would give her time to cheat with no worries of being caught. And if all of the kids were not with me, she would tell them she was going to be working and send them to their grandparents' house. I feel that what she told me was the partial truth of her affairs. What kills is that she had 2 full-on relationships behind my back. I was able to get audio of talking to a few of her friends about the affairs and how she talked like she was single and I didn't even exist. I cannot believe how well she was able to hide the affairs. I still have so many unanswered questions. The biggest question was how she was able to sleep with someone else and come home and look me in my eyes and tell me that she loves me. I am very torn. We have been together since high school and have a good life and 3 kids together. I love my children and would do anything for them and couldn't imagine not having them with me. I do not know how I still love my wife after finding this out, but I do. What she has done cannot be undone and our relationship will never be the same as it was. I feel like she wants me to sweep it under the rug and act like nothing happened. That is not something I can do. I told her I do still love you, but for this to work there has to be some rules and our relationship has to start all over again from the beginning. I also told her there were no guarantees that I will be able to move past this. I am really torn because everything I read says once a cheater always a cheater. I feel her 2 affairs based off of the amount of time would classify her as a serial cheater. Everything I see and read says I should run and not look back. I am really not sure of what to do because I do still love her, but I also don't want to stay with someone that is going to do this all over again. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Notice no one touched on the fact that she gave up on being a mother and used the kids as a cover to cheat. That is pretty messed up. Apart from you, what should be the other most important people in her life were reduced to props and used as a means to an end. Like, she'd rather go bang some guy instead of spending one-on-one time with the kid that stays back. To do that for 5 years, to come home and tell you she loves you, to kiss you, to no doubt pretend to be a doting mother and wife is the sign of a selfish, broken person beyond repair and of little value as a partner. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.